anytime that we can get additional resources, funding resources, definitely helps Taos and Taos County. And my understanding on his announcement today will be about the Acequias. I don't know if there's others, but most definitely, this kind of funding will definitely be utilized and to the improvements of our protection of water and usage of water.
There seems to be somewhat of a surprise that this is going to be focused on water. Water seems to have been kind of a little bit overlooked in the past few years.
That is correct. There's, in my opinion, we definitely have to do a much better job in our protection of water and funding water, and also, the quality of water that we have to preserve for our state is most important.
We're very pleased that they recognize ditches in northern New Mexico and that they were able to obtain this funding. We feel that it is of the utmost importance that these traditional agricultural communal systems finally have been recognized and we can do some infrastructure for them.
So how much money has been allotted for this?
Right now we don't know. I guess that's what the announcement's all about. We're just pleased that they were able to put some of those dollars on the ground here in Taos County.
Well, it's just a wonderful thing that the governor is doing, because he has a certain amount of money from the stimulus fund that is at his discretion. And for him to think about the acequias and the land grants is really a great thing for New Mexico, particularly for northern New Mexico. Las acequias, Las Mercedes, they are like the cradle of the way of life of people in northern New Mexico, and it's wonderful for him to look at this amount of money for these few acequias, albeit, but something that'll help all of the people with carrying on a traditional way of life in New Mexico.
Thank you very much.
Been blessed with the acequias, the agua que es nuestra vida, but also the land grants that have pursued a course of history where finally they are political entities. And I'm very pleased to make an announcement, a very special announcement that helps both the acequias and our land grants. I'm pleased to announce my commitment of more than $1 million for several New Mexico acequias and the Land Grant Council. The acequias are going to get close to $900,000, and the Land Grant Council will receive close to $200,000 for infrastructure. And I want to also say to you that New Mexico is home to hundreds of acequias, and this community irrigation system has been the foundation for our families, our villages, our agriculture economy for generations. We can put people right to work here in northern New Mexico, but investing in the acequias is also something that is the lifeblood for our farms and our villages. I want to recognize first the first award that will be announced today, the Acequias de Chamizal y Ojito from Taos County. Anybody here from that acequia? Thank you. Acequia del Caño in Santa Fe County. La Acequia del Encinal Association in Mora. Acequia de los Gallegos, Rio Arriba in Taos County. Thank you. Acequia del Medio in Rio Arriba County. San Francisco de Pauda Ditch here in Taos County. Now, land grants. I also want to recognize our friends from the land grant communities that are with us today. Last year, I signed the Land Grant Support Act, which established a unique support program for New Mexico's many land grants. There's a long and complicated history in New Mexico of the land grants, but during my administration, land grants are finally recognized as political subdivisions of the state. They're eligible to get capital, they're eligible to get governance issues. The Land Grant Council is important because it will serve as a liaison between the grants and the state and the federal government to resolve issues of mutual concern. El agua es la vida. And I'm honored today that these acequias will be part of the stimulus funds. And I'm very proud to be with so many friends that are here today. From Taos, perhaps gonna get in trouble. One of the most beautiful centers here in New Mexico, if not one of the most beautiful. Thank you all very much. Muchísimas gracias.